Hi guys, so today I am here with Ask Kirsten number 27. If you are new to my channel, these are my Q&A videos, so if you have any questions for the next Ask Kirsten, feel free to put them in the comments below and I will answer all that I can. I try to answer pretty much every question, so ask away. So I'm in Ask Kirsten number 26 on my phone right now and I'm going to go ahead and answer these questions. Lane Long says, would you ever dye your hair light brown again? I love your hair now, but your light brown hair is amazing. Thank you. My light brown hair is actually my natural hair color, so if I wanted to go back to that, I would probably, I guess I wouldn't have to dye it because my hair could grow out, but I would maybe have to like get rid of the color in my hair. But I do really like that color. I liked it a lot, but I don't know, I think dark hair suits me really well. We are going to start lightening my hair up though for the summer. I think we're going to start working on an ombre, which is really cool. So, I don't know, maybe, probably in the future. I don't see my hair never not being that color though because it is my natural color, so eventually I will go back to it. This has 3 thumbs up. It is from El Malik. It says, what kind of parents do you see yourself and Brian being when Avery gets older? Strict, laid back, etc. I definitely see us being a little mix of both. I can see us being probably generally more laid back because that's kind of how we are now. We just kind of let her do her own thing and explore and wander, and we don't really get like, I don't know how to explain it, but we don't get really antsy with anything that she does, but she is only, 1 right now. But I do see us potentially being, being strict when there is a time to be strict and a time to sort of lay down the law. But I do, like I said, generally see us being more laid back. LX Beauty, this also has 3 thumbs up, says, do you and Brian plan on getting married soon, or are you planning on waiting longer? Also, for your next child, if you want one, do you plan on having he/she after you're married? So, I'm probably going to make a video talking about this soon, but we decided to go ahead and get married this year. We've started planning our wedding. I have my dress, the save the dates have been sent out, everything is on its way, so we are going to be getting married on our 6-year anniversary this year, which is October 10th. It is a Monday, so we are going to get married in like 6.5 months. Which is pretty soon actually. I'm nervous, but I'm very excited. And I definitely think we are going to have another baby, but probably after we're married. I need to fit into my dress. Daniela P says, will you ever tell us the meaning of the tattoo on your finger? Probably not. This also has 3 thumbs up. It is from Ariana Barajas. It says, are you wanting/planning to settle down and build a family in Texas? When you say you see your family growing, how long do you think it'll be once you have another baby Krasinski running around? Last question, did you ever see yourself in the place that you are now with the people surrounding you? Good questions. So I love Texas, and ever since we moved here, I've wanted to like settle here and like live here for the rest of my life because I love Austin, but I love kind of where we live, which is not necessarily in the city, but still like considered Austin. We still have an Austin zip code. And I just love Texas so much. But I don't know, Brian and I have moved pretty much every year for the past 5 years, and now that we have Avery, I do think now is the time to settle down, create a foundation, because I don't want to be moving every year with a baby. It was rough when she was 3 months, and I'm sure it'll be rough, if we do it again in the future. So I do love Texas, but we go where the wind takes us, so we'll see when that happens. The next question will probably, I talked about this a little bit in my 1-year postpartum update, but we do want more babies, more kids, but I don't see it happening at all this year. Maybe next year? We'll see. And then the last question, I never saw myself here. I never saw myself for one in Texas. I never thought we would ever end up here because we don't really have any family here or any friends here. Well, we have friends here, but we never had any family here, so we never thought we would end up here. And I never thought I would be surrounded by the people that I'm surrounded by now, but I'm very happy. Kennedy Layton says, what did your parents say about you moving to Texas? I don't know. I don't think they really cared necessarily. I think they cared more that Avery wasn't going to be as close, if 4 hours is close. But yeah, my parents don't really care. I've been moved out of my parents' house for 3 years now, and every year I've been somewhere different, like I just said. So I don't know, I think they're just not really surprised anymore when I say I'm moving somewhere. I could be like, oh yeah, I'm moving to Dubai next week, and they'll be like, okay. Danielle Nally says, this may be a strange question, but have you ever really thought about how Avery is a tiny person made up of you and Brian and wondered how she'll be as she grows up? What are your hopes and wishes? Yeah, I always think that. I think just the whole like generalization of humans and reproduction is like the wildest thing in the world. So I always think about how it's funny how she's basically like a mixture of both of us. I do hope that she grows up and lives a very happy life. I hope we can provide that for her. And I don't know, I just hope she grows up to be a very kind, loving, generous, semi-sassy, because we're kind of seeing her sassier side right now, and it's giving us a run for our money, but I know she's gonna grow up to be great, so I'm not worried at all. Laura says, do you think you'll put Avery in preschool when the time comes? And besides gymnastics, do you have any other extra activities you want Avery or your future kids to do? I definitely see us putting Avery in preschool. I do think preschool is extremely important, not just for the social setting, because that's kind of what like the activities are for, but for more of like the being able to kind of sit down and follow directions and kind of get in the process of being ready to go to kindergarten. So I definitely think we'll put her in preschool. I've been wanting to put her in so many activities, but a lot of them are age restricted. Gymnastics was actually the first activity that I found that she could do at the age that she was, which was 10 months when we put her in there. Like the little gym, which is where we take her, takes kids that are like 3 months old, which is wild to me. So I think the next step is 2, and that's dance and soccer. And then I think all of the other like sports and activities, you have to be a little bit older. So we definitely want to pretty much put her in everything. I don't think there's one thing that I'm just like, oh no, I'm not doing that. Except for swim lessons, because I feel like we can teach her how to swim this summer. So we'll see. Julia Heem, I'm sorry if I say anyone's names wrong. What was your initial reaction when you found out you were pregnant? I was nervous. I think that was my first reaction, was like nerves. I was just nervous. Anisha Jenkins says, what is your dream job, vacation, and car? I guess my dream job would probably be to be a stay-at-home mom for the rest of my life and somehow make money doing that, because that sounds awesome. Dream vacation, well, I would always say Disney World with Avery, but we were actually able to do that a month or a couple months ago. My eyes hurt really bad. A month ago, so that was definitely my dream vacation, but now it's probably gonna go somewhere a little bit more exotic, like, I don't know, an island or something. And car, I've always loved Xterras, but I think a Range Rover. Jolene Long, this also has 2 thumbs up, says, and are you on the pill again or not, and when did you first go on the pill? I am on the pill again. I don't know if I mentioned that in my postpartum update, and I was 15 when I first went on the pill. Shannon CH says, I know you must get asked quite a bit, but I'm quite a new subscriber, so I'm going to ask anyways, LOL, but what are you studying in school / which degree are you working towards? That's no worries. I get a lot of new subscribers, so I realize that now I'm probably going to get a few repetitive questions, which is totally fine. I don't mind re-answering those, and I am studying to get my bachelor's in healthcare administration. Jay Carey says, do you see yourself living in Texas permanently, or do you plan to move somewhere else in the future? I already kind of answered that a little bit. We kind of go where the wind goes, so we'll see. Lynn E says, when Avery gets older / if you have more kids, would you switch to a family planner or stay with your classic planner that you have now? So I definitely think I'm going to stay with the Erin Condren Vertical as far as I can see into the future, because I don't foresee myself not ever wanting to decorate, because I truly do enjoy it. But I do think I would also have an hourly planner, because I feel like those are very, very functional, and I would just use specifically pen with that. Al Cohen says, what other baby names did you have for Avery, boy or girl, / what names did you like for future kids? Or what names do you like for future kids? So that's something I think Brian and I are going to keep a secret from. I think we've only told like 2 other people our like potential baby names. We have 2 boy names, and we actually know like what order. So like if we had a boy and then had another boy, we know like what order we would name them in. And we also have another girl name already. But we want to keep that sort of to ourselves, so that way if we do ever have any more kids, it'll be kind of a fun surprise, just like when we told you guys Avery's name. Rachel Moore says, do you regret any of your tattoos, or have any of your opinions on your tattoos changed now that you are a bit older and it has been a while since you've gotten a tattoo? Do you see more tattoos in your near future? I definitely think I know, okay. I go through like spurts where like I regret some days I'll be like, oh, I regret getting this tattoo, but then for the most part I'm happy with all of my tattoos. The only tattoo that I think I am going to get covered up in the future is my stomach, the birds. I hate that tattoo, I really do. It's faded, it doesn't look good anymore. It looks like 5 little blobs, like it's not cute. So I already know what I'm gonna get it covered with. However, I am gonna wait until we decide that we're like done having kids, because I don't want to get a fresh new tattoo that's like awesome and then stretch it out completely. So yeah, that's that. And then do I see myself getting more tattoos? I actually did just get a tattoo a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, I'll probably get more soon-ish. I don't know, we'll see. Space says, how many siblings do you and Brian each have? I have 5 half-siblings. I have 4 half-brothers. I don't say half-brothers, but it makes sense to explain it to you. I have 4 half-brothers and 1 half-sister. I don't have any full-blooded brothers or sisters. And Brian has 1 full-blooded brother and a half-brother and a half-sister. For McFadden says, in your opinion, what is your favorite thing about having a family? Who do you think Avery looks like at the moment? And have you ever been to England or Wales? I love having my own little family. I think it is so fun. I don't know, like I've always wanted to have my own, like, you know, like my own little like clan, my squad, and I love them so much, and like we're all like a little team, and I love them so much, and I don't know, I love having my own little family. I think Avery looks like Brian. I've always thought she looks like Brian. I think her eyes and her eyebrows are me, like her eyebrows are all me, which sucks. We all get that stupid eyebrow gene, but yeah, Avery is totally Brian. Like she looks just like him. They were both asleep last night and I was looking at their faces and they look so weird. And have you ever been to England or Wales? I have not been out of the country, so I have not. Holly Nicole says, what's your opinion on printing out free printable stickers and making your own planner stickers? I've heard of a lot of people doing that, and I just wanted to know, what do you think about it? Do you recommend it? Buying planner stickers can get pretty expensive. I know, I agree. I think free printables and printables in general are a genius idea, especially if it's a more affordable option for you. So I definitely say go for it. I know Scribble Prints Co. has a blog that has free printables on it. So if you like Scribble Print stickers, those are there. Plus a printable shop. So I love them. I think if it's worth it and it's what you want to do it. And they work. They're the same exact thing, really. Alexandra Jaskova says, would you want to change your job in the future, or are you satisfied? I'm satisfied for now. I love this job. It's probably the easiest job I've ever had and the most fun I've ever had. But definitely, I mean, I'm trying to get my degree in healthcare, so I would like to potentially in the future use my degree. So yeah, I've explained that I think a little bit before too. Teen Popstar 00 says, will Andrea ever hire more people to work for her? I don't know. Ask her. Demi fan Selena fan says, my question is, if you could only use 1 sheet of stickers for the rest of your planning time, what sheet would you use? Oh my gosh, that's really hard. I would want to say like full boxes, just because I love like the design and everything, but I don't think that would be like functional at all for a planner if I could only use 1 sheet. So probably like heart checklists or something like that. Emily Kelleher says, favorite clothing stores to shop at, favorite things to cook. I don't know, I haven't like gone shopping for clothes in a long time, and when I do, it's like hard for me to find stuff, so I mostly do like Stitch Fix now, which is nice. But typically, I mean, I guess like Victoria's Secret Pink, because I like wear yoga pants and hoodies all the time, or like, I mean, I guess I still shop at PacSun occasionally, but I don't know, like it's hard for me to shop for clothes nowadays. Like pretty much everything I own other than the Stitch Fix stuff is stuff from like years ago. Or Target. Target has cute clothes. Favorite things to cook, I like making pasta just because it's simple, and I do enjoy like mincing the garlic and doing stuff like that. But we are like signed up for Blue Apron. I think we're gonna switch to a new one soon, but that's a lot of fun. It's like a food subscription service and you can make like wild meals. That's fun. We made like salmon the other day. It was awesome. Megan L says, would you ever consider getting bangs again? No, I don't want bangs ever again. It was so hard and it was such a pain in the butt to grow them back out. I had them for like 7 years too. So I think I'm good for now. I like my forehead. It's nice. I don't break out as much. Jordan Quastus? Well, that was hard to say. I'm so sorry. Do you or Brian have a Snapchat that's public to your viewers? We both do have Snapchat. I know Brian doesn't really use his, and I kind of use mine. I mostly watch other people's stories, but I don't know. It's kind of like a private one. Not that I do anything like crazy on there. I think I post a story like once every 10 days, and it's typically me using like a geotag because I love geotags, or like I put a filter on Avery. But yeah, it's not really public yet. I've been thinking about it, but I don't know yet. Allison C says, what's your favorite? What's Avery's favorite Disney princess, and do you think you'll read the Harry Potter series to her when she's older? I don't know if Avery has like a particular favorite Disney princess yet. If she does, I would guess Rapunzel, but I don't know. And I definitely do want to read to her Harry Potter when she's older. I even thought this when I was like 10, when I first got into Harry Potter. I was like, I'm gonna read this to my kids, a chapter a night, which that sounds a little excessive. I might do like half a chapter a night. Maybe the first book's kind of shorter. So yeah, I've always wanted to do that. I read Game of Thrones to her when she was in my belly, so. Ashlyn Carney says, what made you want to start making YouTube videos? I started like, what, 5.5 years ago, and I wanted to start doing it. I don't know, I just really enjoyed watching like beauty videos back then, and I was really into it, and I sat down with my little flip camera and started making videos, and I've been doing it ever since, and I've definitely upgraded a lot since then, but I love making YouTube videos still. It's still one of my favorite hobbies to this day. And then the last question is from I Love Paul Wesley. It says, do you believe in soulmates? Do you think that Brian is your soulmate? I do believe in soulmates. I read this like Tumblr, Facebook post the other day that was like, it's so hard for me to believe that like your soulmate is someone that you've known from your hometown the rest of your life, and that's why like long distance relationships are so great. And I definitely agree with that, because I was born in Ohio and Brian was born in California, and we met each other in North Carolina, and I think that, I don't know, like that just made more sense to me, and I probably just confused the hell out of all of you, but to me that made a lot of sense, because I don't think I would have met like my soulmate in Ohio or anything like that. Not saying Ohio's a bad state, but I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, so yeah, I definitely believe in soulmates, and I do think Brian is my soulmate. I think we do complete each other very, very well. We don't have very opposite personalities. We do have a lot of similar traits, but I think we mesh really, really well together, and it also can cause like tension and stuff, and also can cause fights a lot more, but I think when we have like good times, which is pretty much all the time, it's like really good times, and we're really consistently happy with each other, which is why we're getting married. I hope you guys enjoyed this Ask Kirsten. If you want to ask questions for the next one, leave them in the comments below, and I will answer all that I can. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe to me if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.